I used to think insomnia was my worst problem until I realized I wasn't the only one awake every night. Across the courtyard, in apartment 3B, there was always a light burning. Always. I moved into this building last winter. It's one of those old, brick places with paper-thin walls and an elevator that size, like it's alive. Every night, like clockwork, around 3 a.m., when the city outside finally goes completely silent, I'd find myself at the window. And there it would be, the light in 3B. I never actually saw the man who lived there, but the mail slot still had his name on it. Mr. Grant. The other neighbors said he was quiet, polite, probably retired. No one seemed worried, except me. One night, about a week after I moved in, the paramedics came. Flashing red and blue lights painted the hallway walls. They wheeled out a covered stretcher. I asked the landlord what happened, and he just sighed. "Heart attack," he said. "Mr. Grant's gone." But the very next night, at exactly 3:12 a.m., his light turned on again. At first, I tried to rationalize it. It must be a timer. Or maybe someone was clearing out the apartment. But days turned into a week. There were no cleaners, no family members visiting, no movement at all. Only that light. Always at the same hour. Always that same dull, yellow glow. I finally asked the building manager if someone new had taken the unit. He frowned at me. 3B. That apartment is sealed for repairs. The power's supposed to be completely off. He even handed me a copy of the official notice to prove it. I checked the date. It was issued 2 days after Mr. Grant had passed away. So, how was that light still on? That night, I decided to stay up and watch. At 3:12, right on schedule, the light flared to life. I grabbed my phone and started recording it, but when I played the video back the next morning, the screen was pitch black. All I had was audio faint static, and underneath it, my own voice whispering, "Don't look at it." I don't remember saying that. On the 7th night, I just couldn't take it anymore. I found the spare key hanging in the manager's office, left on a board labeled maintenance. The hallway outside 3B was cold. So cold, as if the building itself was holding its breath. When I unlocked the door, the smell hit me first: thick dust and something electric, like burnt metal. Inside, everything was covered in white sheets. The furniture, the walls, even the floor. Everything except one thing. A small desk with a single lamp, still burning bright. And beside it sat a laptop. The screen was on, showing a live feed from a camera feed of my own window, right across the courtyard. I stared at the monitor, my heart pounding in my chest. The feed wasn't just live, it was delayed by about 5 seconds. And in that 5-second lag, I saw movement on the screen. Someone was standing behind me, right there in 3B, exactly where I was standing. But when I spun around, the room was completely empty. The lamp flickered. The feed on the laptop froze on a single, horrifying frame: my own face, staring back at me from the screen. I ran. By morning, the light in 3B was dark again. The manager said the power line had finally been cut for good. I never told anyone what I saw that night, but sometimes, around 3:12 a.m., my own lamp flickers just once. And when it does, the reflection I see in my window doesn't move when I do. If you liked this story, subscribe for more dark tales every week. Because some lights never go out, even when they should.